207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207 to do. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful.
Yeah, see, and that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny, there's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the aftermarket.
I don't know what else to say, man. I'm totally overwhelmed with gratitude and love for each and every one of you. You have made this such a special week. You have no idea. I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart for making this one of the best birthday weeks I've ever had in my entire life. Like, seriously. So shout out to American Dream Trading. Welcome to the aftermarket, baby. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, aka Dawn, and this is a stream that's been created by traders for us traders to just basically kick back and relax. Listen, we got a hard thing that we've taken on, trying to create a living for ourselves, if you will, Eric Smoto, out of trading stocks. And we've been able to do it because we've been coached and taught by Chad W. Christian, who is the founder and CEO of American Dream Trading, which is a trading group that, quite frankly, is like no other. There's no other trading group out there that you can go and interact live with the coach on a daily basis. Maybe once in a while you might get to, but that's rare, okay? Every day coach is in there and he's interacting with us on a live Zoom call. There's nobody else doing that. There's nobody teaching one-on-one. He's taught people who have had no experience trading whatsoever, taught them his skills, passed them on, and some of these people, not all, because it's just literally, it's just not normal, but some of them, quite a few of them, have actually become millionaires. So if you're looking to leave your 9-to-5 job, if you're looking to retire, if you're looking to secure your future, because God knows where some of these programs are going, and they shall remain nameless, you want to learn how to trade, and this is the place that you want to learn how to do it. So if you want to sign up, AmericanDreamTrading.com is the link that you want to use, and that link has been pinned to the top of this live chat and is also located in the description of this video. Thank you, Miranda, for putting that up there. You are always there with it. You and Arlo are amazing, and I love you both. It's pinned to the top. Go click that link and go sign up for the VIP membership, okay? The VIP membership includes all the services under the sun. The VIP Gold is the top tier. The VIP Green is the tier that includes all of the VIP memberships, things like hot stock picks, trading view indicators, the one-on-one type style coaching with coach that I talked to you about on the Zoom call. If you want to do that, that is actually $2,500. If you go ahead and take advantage of the discount code SUMMER1000, you can get $1,000 off of that price for the first year of your VIP membership. If you decide to upgrade and go to VIP Gold, that is $2,500 also, but you must be a VIP member to be able to get that as an add-on and an upgrade. It is not a standalone product. It is simply an add-on to the VIP program. And what is added into that is we can make more training, more and more. So we train more than we trade, which makes us good traders, not call-out chasers. But that includes weekend sessions, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday breakout room sessions in our Zoom call. That includes news service done by our very own Mark McSee, who puts everything in there that you need to know if you're going to go ahead and invest your money. everything that's currently happening that would affect the market. Mark McSee makes sure he has it in there. So shout out to Mark McSee. Hey man, hope that foot gets better. Yeah, so this is the place to be if you're looking to learn how to trade. The second link is the link to join the panel. Come on up here and talk to us. I got James L waiting in the backstage. Come on up here and talk to us. Watch some videos with us today. We're going to have a light afternoon. We're only going to be in here till about 6, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on our weekend. But yeah, Carter spends a lot of time. Listen, speaking of live interaction with Coach and a live mic, we are also the largest on YouTube. Okay, we're one of the largest free educational stock market education channels on YouTube with so much free content. We've got nearly 3,000 videos done by our videographer, Carter, who does all the editing work. Thank you, Carter. We love you, or we appreciate you, and hope everything is going well with you and your family. But that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to just sit back, watch a few of these videos, and discuss them. Make sure we're clear on what's happening within the videos, and just go over the strategies, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So thanks for coming to the watch party. This is a chance for a lot of you to get in touch with some of these videos and be in a setting where we can discuss them. If you don't understand something, ask a question, while you have us here that pretty much understand everything that Coach talks about. And last but not least, it is the ending of the birthday week. Today is Moa's birthday. Thank you so much for everybody, all your kind words. If there's nothing in the tip jar, hey, I can't be mad because you guys have been blessing me all week. Thank you so much. But the birthday tip jar is down there. So if you haven't, hey, it's there. I'm just putting it out there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for this week. I appreciate it. I almost didn't want to put it in there, but I'm like, it's just part of the show. Coach, tells me to put it in there because he knows that I always use it towards my income to help keep my lights on. So thank you guys. Love you so much. Let's get James L in here, and anybody else who wants to join the panel, come on up. The Restream link is down there, man. Let's see here. James, how are you, brother?
I'm all right, Miss Dawn. And you? Happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Let me go ahead and... Oh, that's a good one. I almost don't want to turn that one down. All right, let's switch over to the lounge music. Okay, so the agenda tonight is to watch a couple of Coach's videos and discuss them. Did you get a chance to trade it all today?
Yeah, it was not a good day for me, but today's about you, so.
Well, you know what? Hey, look, that's what this panel is for. We are a support group for each other too. So go ahead and vent, because I had a red day too, bro. So go ahead and vent.
Well, down 290.
Down 2. So yeah. I was at 14 and now I'm at like 13 and some change. I mean, not 13, 11 and some change because of some stupid stuff that happened. I mean, I wasn't gonna chase anything. I wasn't even gonna trade, man. But you go ahead and tell yours first. What happened?
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to trade either. Of course, I charted IWM in the pre-market, and I thought to myself, it's going to chop today. And you know what happened? I got caught in the chop.
Yep, I didn't. Not on that one, but I'll tell you my story. Yeah, man.
Well, I got in that 2-minute ELO, and I actually went with 5 contracts instead of 2. Because it had went through the VWAP, it went through the 200, and the 2-minute ELO had developed.
Yep.
So I just went for it. And, it was green for a second, and then it started pulling back, and, the 200 and VWAP were pretty close, and my original stop, 35%, was under VWAP anyhow. So, all right, we're just going to sit and watch, and, it's been respecting VWAP pretty well for the last week. And then I got that confirmation candle underneath VWAP, So I canceled my stop, hit a market sell, and then there was a huge gamma candle right after that. That guess where it filled me at?
Where?
The bottom of that candle.
Which one in
So,
here? In here anywhere?
yeah, well, towards the beginning, right
Okay.
there, that first green EWO, when it came
Yeah.
up and it went through VWAP, through
Yep.
the 200, and I went back, or I got in,
And then look what
and it
happened.
was green for a second, and then it started
Yeah.
pulling back, and right there, the confirmation candle underneath VWAP.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause there was one candle that just kind of went a little bit through VWAP. Well, that's not a break and hold.
Right. Right
So
here.
that next candle, when it started under VWAP, I closed my stop loss out and
Right
hit
here.
market sell. No, to the left.
Right here.
Yeah, there was a little like almost doji candle there.
Am I
Are
on
you
the
on the
1
2 minute?
I'm on the
Yeah,
2
I can't see your chart very well.
Okay. Right here.
Yeah,
About this one?
yeah. No,
Okay.
I think it was at like 10:58. Or no, I don't know. I can't see where VWAP is there.
VWAP's right here.
Okay, right there. No, that one right there. Okay, that one was just through VWAP, but it wasn't solid under VWAP.
Right. Then this
The
one
next,
opened under VWAP.
right, and that's where I went to close my stop, and we'll click market sell, and then that big red candle coming down,
Right
it
here.
market sold me at the bottom of that candle.
Ouch.
Yeah, so
Ouch.
when I tried to close it out, I was down like $148, and that candle added another $100 to it,
Wow.
and then of course Nvidia's been down all day, Tesla's been down all day, so that just added a little more to it.
Right, right, right. But you know what? We've been having good days, haven't we?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I guess we were due. I tell you what, that sucks, man. And I get it. I get it. And we're human beings, so we're not gonna sugarcoat shit tonight, are we, James?
Well, and I had what really drives me crazy about it is I had a line up there. What was that 118.50
Okay.
where it reversed?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that strong of a line. I knew there was a line there. There was resistance there, but apparently it held more weight than I thought it.
Let's
So
see. Where's that at? All right, that's 218.50 right there.
218.50. Sorry.
Yep, you're good. 218.50 right there. Which I get it because look, it's a lot of consolidation right there. So
Yep.
that's a good area. You know what I mean? Um, you were waiting for that. And I probably would have I guess waited for the break of that. But you know, if you
And I
got it a little bit earlier.
and that's what I should have because I had that line there. But
Yeah.
again, it was above VWAP. It cleared the 200. The green EWO started. It's one of those that just didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it happens, you know what I mean? It happens. But yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man. That really sucks. I tell
And then
you
of
what.
course turn around and I got disappointed about that, so I didn't get into the puts.
Right, because I'm thinking, wow, yeah, you could have gotten into the puts, but you were reeling from what just happened.
Yeah.
Which is why we're told not to trade with emotion because it can blind you from opportunities that are sitting right in your face, right? I get it. I've done it a million times. Because if you hadn't been so blind and pissed off, you might have been like, okay, cool, another opportunity. Let me get in some puts. Yeah, Money made back. Money made back. Screw you, market. So yeah, it's so hard not to be emotional. We're people. You know what I mean? We are people. So we have feelings. And that is probably harder than trading itself, is mastering your emotions while trading. That's the hardest part I'm seeing
Definitely.
that we're gonna have to, you, me, and a whole slew of other people. That's what we're gonna have to work on, you know.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
yeah. Yep, the mental game is strong with this thing. Well, let me show you what happened to me. I did not trade until damn near 10:30, right? And huh. And the only reason I jumped in this, because I don't even play this stock, is because it was almost like it looked like it would have been taking candy from a baby, but I started yelling at myself afterwards because I'm like, Dawn, what the hell are you doing? You don't buy calls on resistance, you buy them on support. So Meta, right? Meta was going up. This was the one of the only stocks this morning that looked like this. Everything else was chop suey, right?
Right.
And somebody called out Meta, I think it might have been Nano or somebody, and said, hey, and at this point, it only looked like this. So I'm like, okay, yeah, Meta is staying above the 9. Meta is up there, man. It's above the cloud, the 21, all that good stuff. Wow. Let's go ahead and see if it pulls back a little bit and get in. Well, it just kind of kept climbing and kept climbing and climbing, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead. Right up in here is when I decided to get in. I think I got in on this candle right here, right? The next thing I know, this happens.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm like, son of a. I was so pissed off, man. Because look at this. Steady climbing up. And this happens literally not even a full minute after I get into it. I mean, it gave me a complex for the day because I'm like, what is it about me getting into this trade that caused that to do that? Because why were you climbing all morning? And then as soon as I decide, okay, looks like Meta's a play, I've waited an hour before even getting into anything. I was fully prepared not to trade at all and come into to Monday with all of my winnings from the week. And I decide, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Bam. I'm like, that's what the hell you get. But it was at the top. And I haven't charted Meta, so I didn't even bother to go back to see if there was a double top or anything that was going to get me. Although it looks like if it was way the hell up here. So I don't know why I chose to do that there in that spot. Maybe I should have went on another time frame. But yeah, so that's what happened to me. That took $160 for me before I could even spit at the thing. And I was like, shit. So I got out of it, ripped the Band-Aid as soon as I could. And of course, Robinhood, sometimes they'll let you out. Sometimes they'll say placed, queued, but not
oh,
filled. Yeah. So that's why I ended up losing a full 160 because I'm, having to go back and cancel out and do it one more time. And then by the time I got out, it was 160. Then I went in I think IWM something else. I can't even remember. And I lost another 50. And I sat on my hands after that. I'm like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this. So I typed to my accountability buddy, Ange, and I said, yeah, she's like, hey, were you green? And I'm like, you know what? Nope. I was not green today. And I told her what happened. She said, yeah, but you were green for the week, right? All of a sudden, James, all my pissed offness went away. I was like, yeah, actually, very green. So I'm like, okay,
yeah,
you know what? Chalk it up.
yeah. That's what I ended the week overall still up $80. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah, chalk it up, chalk it up. You're still going into Monday with $1,100, so that's way more than you're used to having in your account. Don't Monday act as if it were today and that same scenario happen and sit on your hands unless you see something that you are absolutely sure about. Don't go jumping into anything. So, you know,
Well, I've got a better idea for you. Just an opinion.
what's that?
Just wash it away.
What now?
Just wash the day away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's my plan, my thought process. I'm not even going to go into Monday thinking I'm just going to sit and wash or sit
Oh
and watch.
yeah. Yeah, I've
I'm
already
I'm,
done it.
I'm just going to clear it out.
Yep. When Ann said you were green for the week, right? It all went away then. I'm like, yeah, what the hell am I bitching about? I had a hell of a week. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm out. I'm good. 5 minutes, coach says, and then let it go. So yeah, that's what we have to do when we have situations like that. We can't hold on to it because when you hold on to things like that, you manifest more of that in the future. So you've got to cut yourself. You got to not only rip the band-aid off in the trade, but you got to rip the band-aid off in life and just let it go and move on so that abundance can continue to come your way. You know?
But
Let's see.
like me, of course, hindsight's 2020 after the fact, but you already know and answered right there what you did wrong before you even took the trade.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't do any good after the fact, but after the fact, looking at it, I already know what I did wrong
Yeah.
before I even took the trade.
If anything, if I was going to get into meta at the top, I should have gone on ahead if I was going to do a lotto and I should have gotten to a put
Yep.
because it had elevated all morning long, and we're taught all day long you're doing puts on resistance. So I should have at anything. Look, it would have been an entirely different story tonight. It would have been like, oh, look at that candle. Yeah, I would have gotten paid on that candle instead of raped on that candle. Okay. So,
Yep.
yeah, in the moment, it is what it is. And I was so proud because I didn't take a trade before 10:30 because everything was choppy. So I didn't just jump into anything. I'm like, I want something that is going in one direction. But yeah, great if you're catching it at the bottom, not at the top. So yeah, so that's what happened there, But
And that's what really gets you is where IWM started taking off,
yeah,
and I had a line there. I believe that was a double bottom from the previous day.
let's go back and look at it. Okay, what happened now?
Right there at the beginning. Looks like you got a line there. Are you on the 2 minute?
Yeah, I'm on the 2 minute. Yep.
Okay. Right there where IWM took off. See, you see it right there to the left. Right on that line. There's a line there. I forget what the price was.
Mm-hmm.
But that right there, previous day low, was a double bottom. So
Yeah, it
if
was.
anything, that was a mistake on my part. That should have been the entry. And that would have been paid all the way up to that 218.50. Calls on support.
Yep, right there. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. So if you had basically waited for this to drop down and then got in here based on this information, yeah, you're right. You would have been golden because your entry would have covered you through this pullback. And then you
Right?
could have got out at the same spot, but with some money because of your entry here. Yeah, you're right. So, but that's cool. We journal, we take mental note, we think about how we were feeling in the trade, and then that helps us not to do it again. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you already evaluated it.
I just wrote down not happy.
Angry face, angry face. You know what you got to do? All you got to do is just think about good morning, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Oh my God. How are you
You know,
today?
I think if there's not anybody going to be in there to play it, I might just sing it for everybody.
Hey, listen, I don't know. I can't be a party to that. I might have to kick you out of the room. Oh my God.
You'd have to beat Nate in there.
Right? Oh my God. Freddie would lose his shit if you did that. Freddie would
And
lose it.
that's what makes it so fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm like Mark. I'm one of those. When I find that button, I just
Yep. Oh
see how
man.
many times I can click it before I get slapped.
Hey, what happened? What did I do? What happened to why is your picture smaller? There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and pull up this video. Let me say hi to everybody. What's up, guys? Down there in the chat, you hear what we're talking about here? Is anybody else going to come up and tell their story? Don't be shy. Come on up. If you made a boo-boo, come talk about it. If you did well, come talk about it. We got James L, who's up here. We got Miranda. Once again, thank you so much, Miranda. F2K6, what's up, F2? How you doing, man? Hopefully you had a green day. He's saying good afternoon. We've got Brandon Cozy. What's going on? So don't forget to smash the like button, everybody. And make sure you're subscribed if you have not clicked that subscribe button. Mike C, what's going on? Steve Edward, he says, happy birthday, Dawn. Thank you. I appreciate you. What up, Aaron? I see you down there, brother. Nice choice, by the way. I think when we get off of here, I might practice some bass a little bit. I remember teaching myself the Dire Straits song, The Sultan. I remember teaching myself that last summer. That's a pretty easy bass line. I like that one. Accountability partner, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, baby. How are you?
Oh, thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. Yes, definitely.
Oh, my word. So I think it was Mark this morning in pre-market mentioned that he thought that Serve was going to reach $10 today. The high that it got to before it pummeled around 4:30 was 977.
Wow, I called that too. I didn't even hear Mark say that, and I knew
Maybe
it.
it was you. It was someone.
Okay. Yeah.
I did remember hearing it, but yeah,
I
I caught
was
it
like,
on
I thought
the.
it was gonna go to 10. Dang.
Yeah, I caught it at 7:49 again.
You are a beast. So what were the two runs?
Well, I was in it multiple times today. So
Okay.
served me well.
It's a Serve Pro.
But the beauty of it is it was all waiting in the weeds, right? So there's nothing fancy happening here. There's no magic tricks. It's just simple waiting in the weeds and riding it, looking at the L2 and following the candles. And it is very, very simple. So yeah, no, it was a good day.
I agree.
And we hear this all the time too. Like, it's just stupid. It is legitimately just stupid how simple it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm floored. I'm floored and exhausted, but I'm floored. But oh my God, what the hell?
It's just like
what?
Everybody gets a sombrero for the birthday.
He knows I love him in that sombrero.
Yeah, she gets a kick out of this hat so much. And it's her birthday, so I couldn't not.
Dude, that is an awesome. I love that thing. Dude, you wear that well. It looks like it belongs right there.
Now I
That
need a
is
margarita.
awesome.
Some tequila. I need to start the weekend off right.
I don't drink, but when I did, that was my favorite drink.
Margaritas?
Yeah. I like anything lemony, you know?
Nice.
And I didn't have an issue with drinking. I just, my wife chose not to drink anymore, so I decided to do that with her. You know what I mean?
That's
Why
awesome.
not? Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
I'm a social drinker.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I was never a big drinker. I was a social drinker. So yeah, I decided, yep, you know what? The hell with it. But yeah, margaritas were my thing. Anything lemony. Tom Collins, that was like a lemony type of drink. But yeah.
Arnie Palmy.
Well, thank you for wearing Arnie Palmer. Yeah, Arnie Palmy. Thank you for wearing that sombrero. You gonna wear it the whole show?
I hope not.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Heavy.
It'd be cool though. I love that. Would you say it looks what?
It looks heavy.
And it's slightly too small and not round-ish enough.
Wow. So is that like pinching your head?
The corners of my forehead right up here is getting me. But it's
okay, I don't want it to hurt you. Take it off. I don't want it to hurt you.
You hang it up on a hook?
Yeah.
It goes up on a shelf in the bedroom.
Hat on a shelf. Wow, hat on a shelf. Darn Cricket. Welcome. I see you, Joey Joe, down there.
Serve is popping again.
Is it really? Diesel Dan, what's up, brother?
That thing just won't quit.
Oh my God, Serve.
So funny.
What is going on with Serve? Future Trader, why don't you come up on the panel, Future Trader? You haven't been up here in a while. Vegan Knowledge, JJ, Vegan. You want to come up on the panel? Come on up on the panel. You know, Artelon, what's going on? Kekdom, what's going on? The Apprentice. Hey, Apprentice, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna listen to it and stuff. But I just wanted to congratulate you on your Green Week. Right, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
you for all of your help and encouragement.
Yes, absolutely. Right, like we're all in this together. We all want to see each other win. So, and even when we lose, right, we can learn from it. So
that's it.
Have an awesome birthday. Have a great weekend, and I will see all of you tomorrow.
All right, and good job on your week too.
Thank you.
Keep
good
the
night,
streak
guys.
Going. Night. But yeah, man, it's been an amazing week. It's been an amazing week. What's going on with you, Chris? How you doing, buddy? How'd you do today?
Hold on, let me look. Just paper trading, but $649.
Okay.
Huh?
Nice game. What'd you do that on?
A little bit of IWM, and then when everybody was giggling about Spy at the end of the day with Gilly.
Man, Gilly crushed that.
Yeah, well,
amazing.
He went in big at the right spot and didn't get scared out of the trade, and that's what pays.
I mean, you literally just said everything right down the line. He went in big, didn't get scared out of the trade, got in at the right time, period. That's what's been killing Christina. That's what's been making her knock it out of the park. She's been getting in at the right time, getting in heavy, and not getting scared out of the trade. And when it's time to get out, she gets the hell out.
Man, she changed quite a bit. Like,
sounds like some Nate shit. Okay.
She's gonna have her own dumpster company now instead of just.
Yeah, she's gonna own the dumpsters. Okay, right.
Just pay people to go diving for her.
I know you're listening right now. You go, girl. But yeah.
DJ Vinny down in the chat. And just going to trade again, Dawn.
You know she is. You know she is. And you are not slick. You are not slick. You are going to go get some more money. That's exactly what's happening. She saw Serve. Look, let's put it up. She saw Serve was running again. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Have a great birthday. I'm out. Serve, here I come, baby. Let's take some more money from Serve.
Right?
She's a Serve pro. Get it? She's cleaning up. Ah!
Of course she is. That's what she does.
Oh my God. She can't miss. She can't miss. She is Nate the second. Okay. Because what really? What is the odds? Both of them started with $500 accounts. I mean, it's so similar, you know, so similar, and built it up. And I know Nate hit his off with the 25K, but he did that after building the 500 up to $1,500.
Right.
So
Once
he had
he
it down.
realized, he said once he realized he had a good handle on this,
Right.
that he go ahead and put the money in there. I got a call. Give me a.
It sounds like we're getting ready for the purge.
Yeah. Did you hear that whistle going off here as well earlier?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what's going? Uh-oh, be careful, Ange, because that thing's dropping. But Serve's been doing that all day, though. See this shit here? This is exactly why I wasn't still in it. This stuff here, I don't like sitting in that.
Well, yeah, you're on the backside of the trade. That's the danger zone right there.
It's been doing this type of stuff all day and then doing that. You know,
well,
right
I
after
guess
it.
that's why Coach preaches the importance of getting in at the right places, so that when it starts doing its thing, it's
You're already
already
in the
so
money.
far above where you bought in at. It doesn't really matter. Like when Ange said where she got into, was it Serve that she said she got into?
Yeah.
I was looking at it. The lowest point it ever breathed back was still 50 cents above where she got in. So there's no pressure. There's no nothing. Like she could put a stop
in and out of it
and walk away.
When I think of where I originally got in this at 547 with 100 shares, dude, that was the only trade I would have had to make today.
You were right above her, right where she got in.
Yeah. So that was the only trade I would have had to make today. I could have just stayed in that, set it and forget it, and just kept watching it and moving my stop up, and I would have been $400 to the good. That would have been the only thing I had to do today.
That sounds amazing.
Yep, stay in that one trade.
Do that.
Yeah. Diesel.
Hey, happy
What's
birthday,
going on?
girl. What's up?
Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Nothing, just sitting here going over some stuff. Did you trade today?
I have actually been busy for the last 2 days. I have not had a chance to trade. I was listening this morning, but I was on my way down to LA, tied up, taking care of some business. But no, I didn't.
All right. Well, it was Chop City today, so it's probably a good thing that you didn't.
That's what I'm hearing. Everybody kind of lost a little bit, but we're all green, still green for the week, though, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Very, very good week.
Chris killed it today. I heard he made 6+. That's nice. Very nice, Chris.
Well, just paper, but yeah.
Still nice, man. Still a win.
You know, what I've realized is that paper trading doesn't really count anywhere near as much as real trading because of the lack of emotions. Like,
but it's good practice, though. It is good practice.
Well, for clicking the button and recognizing movements and understanding the candles and the patterns and everything, yes, it helps. But the emotions aren't there. Like, I got $7 billion in my paper trading account. Yeah, billion with a B. Just because I wanted to see how crazy the numbers could get if you just kept going. So that 2-day run where Apple just went from like 193 to 220 something.
Yeah.
Just bought like.
Is that on TOS, Chris?
Yeah. You can go back and do replays in real time with stops and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But there's a serious lag in it ever since Schwab took it over. But everything else is the same. So I just keep what is that? Refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the paper trading in real time too? Like
Yeah, you can do real-time paper trading, but then there's an on-demand feature where you can pick anytime you want. So I'll go into the trading view and put it on like 5 minutes, and I can go back, 6 months and find whatever day I want, and just replay the day. Like when I was asking Coach about that day in the queues, and he actually just released a video about it. I think yesterday or the day before, Ewell versus scalping. So I went back and replayed that day. And it was so ridiculous. Like, why didn't I just get in? When I redid it, it was 1,100% on the way down.
Thanks, Dan.
1,100. Okay, and then the one coming back up while I was talking with Chris D was 123%. And then the third one, after I said, you know what, I'm just not in the right headspace to trade anymore. That one was 468%. Like,
what I do, Don? Thanks. What happened? What I did?
Just get in.
Cash out.
Oh yeah, no, no. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Thank you, man. I appreciate you,
Chris. That gives me an idea, man. Oh, absolutely. Anytime, Don. That gives me an idea, Chris. So you can simulate trade on TOS. I'm gonna freak my wife out. How much does it give you to start with?
Whatever you want. You can set it to whatever you want. I think, you know what? I think for the real trading, or the real paper trading, like live, I think it's 100,000.
You practical joker.
I think
I'm gonna, because she always tells me she listens during Coach in the morning when she's getting ready for work. She says, make sure you listen to what the Coach is talking about. And then, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the paper trading account and do like Tesla, because she says, stay away from Tesla. And I'm going to make a really bad trade, and I'm going to send her a screenshot.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that too.
I'm going to tell Vinny, don't
That's
do it.
That's a good idea,
Dan. DJ, I probably give it away because she actually listens on her YouTube to Dawn's show when she has time. So I just give it away probably. She's like, go ahead, dude, do that.
Yeah, it's like, so you're thinking about playing a trick, huh?
She's worse than I am.
Someone gets beat up in their future.
I'm going to say do that.
Oh my God. Wow. Damn, I guess that blows it for me because vegan knowledge is right down there in the live chat. I guess I can't do it either.
Oh, shit.
I was hoping.
You
Hey, Dawn, I was walking in the door and I heard you say vegan, get up here. That'd be awesome to have her on the panel today.
It would. I ask her to do it all the time. She's embarrassed. She does a bunch of live streams on her channel, but she's really camera shy. So she's doing that because she's trying to grow her business, of course, but to just randomly, yeah.
Up here.
Plus she feels weird because she doesn't trade. I'm like, come on. You're like family. They know you.
Get up here.
Get up here with us.
I bet if Coach was up here, she'd get up here if he said get up here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny, oh my God, did you get into any of the spy?
I did that little trickle before it screenshotted. Yeah, I did my straddle right there.
Dude, did Gilly make you feel like you were sitting at the kiddie table or what?
I felt this big hand. Look, I felt this big hand come over my shoulder and just push me out of the way. Like, get out of the way. I'm hitting the button. Look, I'm hitting the button trying to buy because I was going to do the same thing he was doing when I saw it start to tick up. Right. So as soon as I hit the button, I'm like, yeah, I'm in it. And I came back out to my Robin Hood and it's still sitting up there pending. It's like,
damn, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Either they won't let you in or they won't let you out. I'm telling you, it's bullshit.
Yeah. They did that to me the other day on IWN. I tried to get out and it said you had to do, you could only sell 50 contracts at a time. And I was like, what? Yeah.
And they know what they're doing. If it's running, they will not let you in. If it's plummeting down, they will not let you out. So, yeah.
That's BS. That's BS, man. What the frick?
Yeah, it is.
But I was so mad. I came back out and I looked at my account and I was like, you asshole.
Of course, I did notice on TOS, the further out of the money and the more contracts, Chris, you probably can attest to this too. When you try to exit like 150 contracts, it won't let you out of all of them. They shells them and shares.
Oh, well, if it's moving fast, it can skip over your price, or if you do a market sell, it'll kind of sit there on top of the candle and just vibrate with whatever the candle body is doing until it sells them all off. But when I've done a limit sell, if it's flickering, it's almost like that slingshot in the morning where every time it goes past it, it sells a couple more. So you try to keep getting into it.
Yeah.
Make sure it all goes right.
It sounds like the platform thing's pretty standard across the board.
Don Gilly was like, "Get the hell out of my way, old man! I'm over the top, fucking 50 contracts." Bam,
He's like, "Look out! I got 65 here. What's up?" That's right. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. 1,000. Like, yeah. Let's go. 1,200. Yeah. 13, 15. Yeah. That's right. We were just sitting there like, and it just kept climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. He's like, 22. All right, I'm going to take that. All right, I'm still in it with this many. I mean, next thing you notice, he's out with another 1,000. I'm like, he's like, 2,200 and blah, blah. In like 5 minutes while we were sitting there.
I was listening to him count off the number, and I'm figuring, well, I don't have to look at my P&L. He's giving me the P&L is going up. And then when I looked at mine,
you weren't even in
it.
I made $16. All right.
It said penny, and I was like, "You asshole!" God, I was so mad.
Yeah, I made 16 on the way down and 25 on the way up. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah, that was on my straddle. But when I saw it clicking up, I was just getting ready to hit when he said, "I'm in it with 60 contracts or whatever." So I threw it in there.
Hey, look, you made a gain and he made a gain. And honestly, if you go by percentages, you're more on a level playing ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was fun. I love it when it's moving like that. I love when we all get into it. It's fun.
Yeah.
All we needed was Eric.
And that shit moves so fast.
Yeah, I missed Eric when that stuff happens. He talks you through something, doesn't he?
Yeah. Even more so than the pull up was the drop back down. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now that Gilly would have needed us to erect a statue for him. If he had jumped back in those puts with the same amount of contracts and rode that shit down, I would have driven to Nebraska and just gotten down on my knees and just done this. Like, no way, dude, did you just do that right in front of our faces?
So fast, Dawn. It happens so fast.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What I'm starting to realize more and more is that it moves fast, but like the whole movement isn't. Like there's that big pop at first, the gamma candle, and then usually a continuation when it bounced off something and broke through, and now it's reversing, and there's the big pop. But I don't have to feel rushed or like I missed it. Just get in, and it's keep going.
That was one hell of a ride, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate said that too. He said when IWM chops, it chops, but when it picks a direction, it's a slow grind in one direction or another. And it's true.
That's kind of nice too, because SPY will kill you if you get it wrong. Where IWM is kind of like, we're moseying along. We're going that way. Maybe it'll take a while.
I think what I did.
Days like today, it says, "Never mind."
But you know what makes it move faster on IWM? I've noticed.
What's that?
Now, this probably the second or third time that I did it on IWM, but I go out to a penny and buy 100 of them.
Oh wow!
The way that little bit of movement, it adds up a lot.
Whoa! What? A penny? How can you do that? It won't.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. That's extremely dangerous, right?
It is, but when it's moving and it's moving.
That one I can't sign off on, Vinny. Because under 5 cents, you are running the risk of not being able to get your money back out of that trade. So, and I've done that. I've done 2 cents before. You know what I mean? And Robinhood just blanks your shit out. Like you can't even say, oh, well, let me just sell. No, they just blank it out. Like, no, this is no longer available. You just gave me 200 of your dollars.
Do they sell it off for you, or does it just
No,
say
it
locked?
it's done.
Okay, so
unless it goes up,
come up above 5.
yes, if it goes up past it, they will reopen it and you can start to gain. But if it never passes 2, you just lost that premium that you put in. You will not get it.
The other morning when Nate was in there and it was running up real hard.
Yeah.
I did that.
Sorry, I don't interrupt you. I don't want to interrupt you, Vinny. I apologize. Don, there you go. F2.
Oh,
and Bruno's in the house.
Bruno, what's up, brother?
My apologies, Uncle Vinny. Please proceed.
Okay.
Hey, F2, what's up, honey?
The other morning when it was running and Nate was in there and it was going, I went all the way up to the 1 penny mark on the contract and I bought 100. And I made probably $400 or $500 off of that move.
Okay.
But it's really got to be moving. Like it was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. How we had those 3 days where it kept climbing every day.
I'm surprised it reached.
So easy.
Yeah, because I'm looking right now.
You bought 100, so that was what, $100 you spent?
That was $10.
Yeah. No,
it's
a 1 cent, which is $1. So you're buying 100. It's $100 that you put into.
Right.
In Weevil, you can get away with that because there's no.
I did that.
So that's kind of like a lotto. So that's really not a bad move, actually.
I did that
it's
on
a
Tesla.
good move. I tried it before, but I got locked down. Like it didn't move. Like it took so long for it to get to me, even with the movement, that it was like and then if it retraced, forget it. It was back at 2.
I've been looking at IWM more and more though now that it's been moving and
DJ's been calling
this increases fast. Like SPY in the queues, so you can go further out and get away.
I did that on Tesla too, Don.
I go to 7 cents.
That may be it. It has enough volatility to do it on this particular stock.
I did
Normally, that works.
I did that on Tesla.
7. Okay.
I turned $100 into $500 like that.
So you're telling me you bought it at how many contracts, and it turned around and it actually paid you that much off of it?
Yes.
Well, because he's doing 100 contracts. I'm not doing it.
You got to do it when it's running. You got to do it when it's running, so you know where your levels and stuff are. And once it starts to run up.
But you know what? Here's the situation. Here's why I believe you to a point, because at some point that 7 cents that I did the 50 contracts on the other day, remember, Chris?
Same thing. Yeah,
that was probably the 1 cent.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it had to get up to 7 from wherever it was. It was probably sitting at 2 cents. And I remember I got into it only after it had been running. That's the only reason I even bothered putting 50 contracts in. I wanted to see the levels before it moved. And I knew if they moved 1 or 2 spots, mine was next. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and put in 50 contracts because this thing's got an inertia going. These 2 have moved twice, so it's still moving. It's going to hit me. I'm going to make $50 real quick. So I get that. If I had not, if it keeps running, obviously it's going up. But at some point, that 7 was probably 2 or 3 while the other ones were running earlier before I even got in it. That 7 that I got in was probably a $2 or $3. And that's where you would have made that extra money. So I get it. I just had a bad a bad experience doing it. And it is recommended not to do that. So I just want to go on record and make sure everybody knows that's not recommended. New people, don't go thinking you should go buy a penny for 100 contracts, because more often than not, that does not work out. Yeah.
It's a lottery ticket that's probably not going to pay.
Yes.
Right?
Look, Nate bought 100 contracts, right? Now we know where Nate bought his at. So I bought 100 contracts, right? Now he made a couple thousands of dollars, right?
Right.
I chickened out because when it started profiting is when I started shedding. The minute it started, because you know how Nate's always like, get that money and get out of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I dumped the first 50 right off the bat. I think it was maybe a candle and a half. I dumped them. If I'd have kept them and got out when Nate got out, I would have made a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that's my problem. I start seeing the profit on 1 or 2 candles, and I get sweaty palms right away, and I'm shedding right away. Right.
You want to collect, protect yourself. That's the fear that coach talks about.
I think I need to switch to my 5-minute. Take it from the 2 to the 5, so I won't see all that shit.
It'd be interesting, DJ, Vinny, to see if you did a straddle on that and seeing what happened. A little bit closer in the money,
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? The other day I was happy with the shedding that I did, but I was kind of beating myself up a little bit too, because I'm like, damn, you got in that and literally started shedding almost immediately. So yeah, shedding's good, but get some money out of it. I was a little pissed off. 50 contracts, I should have yielded way more than $95.
If you're you're not collecting profits to protect yourself in case it pulls back.
Right.
Which is what I did. Yeah.
The $30 Don that I made on that run up on SPY, had I just stayed in there with Gilly, that would have been $300.
Yeah.
From one contract, one out of the money.
Yeah.
It was $56, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I bought one.
As best as I shed that day, I should have taken those 50, held on to them all the way up until where I got rid of the last 5, then gotten out altogether. If I was gonna do it, that's how I should have done. And I just replay stuff in my mind all the time. Like I go through my journal and I'm like, how could I have done that differently? And
my day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bruno.
Hey, Vinny.
Bruno
saying you did not learn that from X.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's be very clear.
That's what I'm laughing about.
Right.
What happened? What did he say? Oh my God! What did Bruno say?
Vinny didn't learn that from
SPX.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, Coach does not teach the penny method. Don't get it twisted. Okay, Coach does not teach the penny method. That is strictly a DJ Vinny special, and we are not responsible.
Thanks,
so
Don. Put me under that bus.
You're using your own judgment. Yeah, no, you're throwing me under the bus by saying that shit on the aftermarket, dude. Coach, we have our ass at, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you.
This is Coach's show.
Yeah, right. I'm like, that penny. Don't do that, y'all. Let Vinny play with that.
That was a one-time deal. Well,
Bruno, I think Bruno should come up here.
Deal.
Huh?
I think Bruno should come on up here on the panel.
Yeah, Bruno, come on up. He might be getting ready for his trip too.
Yeah, he's probably still packing.
Yeah.
Got you.
He's got
he can donate for the cause. It's your birthday.
What's up?
He can donate a few minutes for the cause. It's your birthday.
While he's contemplating that, I did something Tuesday that was interesting. It worked out really good. I straddled Apple in the morning with 50 in the money. And I always do when I do the straddles, I go way out. And I know it was a lot of money, but I straddled it up and down when it opened. And it was like 90 days out in the money, not a strangle, straddle. So you're in one and out of the money.
Right.
And when it pulled in the first 15 minutes on that pull, when it went up, shot up, I sold, and it shot back down and went down. I sold. It was $1,726.
Wow.
And I posted it in the profits. It was a straddle, and it just boom, and it worked so good. Not saying that'll work every time, but I found that to be interesting. So I'm going to further research that.
And that was right at the open, right at the bell?
Right at the open on Tuesday. Yeah.
And Tuesdays, I love something about Tuesdays. I don't know if it's just because Mark McSee said he likes to, but I noticed that Tuesdays tend to throw out better trades.
They're more profitable.
They seem to be
more profitable.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be what, Diesel?
Like Benny's saying, more profitable. They seem to be more active. Especially the slow moving stocks like Apple. If you notice, it shot up and then shot down.
Yeah.
I know Coach says that in the pre-market, if it runs up, it's going to pull back in the open or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So I just straddled it and kind of a sexy mark. What is it? Marky Mark kind of used his philosophy, and it paid. So I didn't get back to trading again the rest of the week. So I'm going to start checking more into that straddle at the open.
Yeah.
You like them straddles, huh? You like them straddles, huh, Diesel?
Yeah, Jimmy does it. Jimmy was talking about he did straddles at the Open. So if Jimmy, that's 2 millionaires that straddle at the Open. Christina has been straddling at the Open, so there's something to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do more research, but it paid really quick on the. I don't know if it was the gamma of it when it shot up. It seemed to pay. It paid more going up than it did down. That was weird. So I'm not quite understanding what happened. And TOS it's kind of in some of the cases, it's not really a high quality platform, but in other cases, it's great. And I couldn't quite keep up with it, so I just sold immediately. I didn't shed. I sold. And it's $1,700 and some worth of profit in about less than 15 minutes.
Wow.
The adjustment costs and all the colors and everything.
Let me ask you a question, Dan. How much did it cost you to get into that trade for both sides?
It was about $4,600. So it's not bad. That's a 2 to 1 rate or 2 to 3 to 1 ratio. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So you're in the money. You're in the money, Dan.
I did in the money, yes. Right.
Because I do one out of the money, one up, one down.
Do you find it to be better one out of the money or in the money?
I don't have the funds to do the in the money.
I was only going by what Mark. Remember when Mark did his interview with you, Don? Yeah. He said it goes way into the money and it gets a better feel, a better reaction. And I kind of applied. That's why I did the one in the money, Benny, just to see what it would do.
No, I've done one in the money, both up and down before, but that's usually. I limit myself to a certain amount per day to do this.
Yeah, me too.
So a lot of times I'll do one up, one down, just one out of the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm same with me. I don't have an unlimited account. I have an agreed upon amount with my wife that we can jeopardize and lose, and I don't never go past that because I am trading out of my raw, so I don't go crazy. I mean, because I noticed in TOS they don't give you a limit. They'll let you trade your whole account. God forbid anybody does that, because like Don said, it can go terribly wrong really quick.
Yes. Yeah. And they were, even in a cash account, they were letting you trade more than your settled funds.
Yes, I noticed that too. I was wondering if anybody caught that. Kind of what Christina was saying yesterday.
Because I had questions about it, and I think it was Soul Runner said, they've been real lax about that lately.
Yes.
Wow.
And I was thinking about it yesterday.
Contract fees.
I was about to say, because Webull sets people up like that too. It's like, they'll do it, but then you'll get a good faith violation. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like, oh, by the way, you didn't really have that when you made that trade. You know that, right?
Right.
So it's like, why did you let me do it? But I don't do that. I only do settle cash, so I don't have to run into that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I was thinking about that yesterday when Christina was saying she had able to trade again and again and again. It's like, I don't know how that's happening because TOS
because it's Christina and she doesn't give a shit. She's rogue.
She's probably got a stack of good faith violations that she doesn't know she has. She don't check that envelope.
Christina's like, I will make the money now and deal with the bullshit later.
Right.
Oh my God. That girl is funny. I'll just pay him off. Here, what do I owe you?
Right.
All right, shut up. Go away.
What did she say? I know a guy. I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. All right.
We all know somebody.
Yeah. Oh man, that is
funny.
Yeah,
half the people I know, I don't want to know.
That's an easy fix.
What is that noise in the background?
Do I even want to know what that fix is?
No. Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies.
That's right. That's right.
Is it crickets?
Joey Joe's chatty down there in the comments. He needs to come up here and speak about it, talk about it. He's got a lot of comments going. Joey.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. Yeah, every other name was Joey Joe.
He was snacking on DJ there for a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yep, I've seen him.
Do we really want Joey Joe up here, guys?
He's not coming up. He's not coming up here unless Stepdaddy does.
What does he call himself now, Don? Nate's stepson?
Nate's stepson,
Nate's
Joey
stepson.
Joe. Yes. Then Christina said today, he was talking to her. She's like, no, last night. She said, I'm not your mama and Nate's not your papa. Because he was on her about getting some money from her. And she was like, I'm not your mama and Nate's not your papa. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
What, is he looking for a loan?
I don't know. Why, you trying to give him one with a nice interest rate or something?
Just a couple of kneecaps.
You're one.
Hey, Don. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Chris has got that voice, man. It's like, it just was an authority when he said, is he looking for a loan? I was
Dude,
like,
I love his voice, man.
I do too, man. He's got
Chris
that voice.
needs
where
to
it's
just
like,
straight up do stand up. I mean, really.
You know, I'm not funny under pressure. I'm randomly funny in the moment.
that's what counts, though, Chris.
The joy of ADHD.
See, just even then, that was hilarious.
Right. Exactly.
Like, and the delivery is spot on. You know what I mean?
Perfect timing.
Chris, you were built for stand up, dude. You really were.
Thanks so, Chris.
And you should wear the sombrero during your act.
No.
It's like, no. No, just tell the story of me about it. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, the only reason I'm wearing this is because back when I was in this trading company, there was this, tell the story behind it.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to wear it the whole show. Just, make people laugh because they're going to fall on the floor the minute you walk out in that thing. Right? Explain it and then take it off.
Did you ever see Kill Tony?
No, I've heard of it though.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. New people coming up, and he gives them time, and sometimes they're awesome, and when they're not, he kind of keeps it going by making fun of them or prompting some kind of hilarious conversation to get people rolling.
With them? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I have to check that out. Okay, so let's check out 2 videos tonight. Channel trading. What? Okay, wait a minute. Channel trading and bull flag trading. This is good because I'm always confused on what a bull flag is. Every time I think it's one, it's not. So, yeah, I'm curious about this one.
That's a 2 for training.
Yeah, 2 for.
Because SPY was going green to red. Did you see it? Does that make sense, everybody? Remember, every time it hits a spot where it wants to change colors completely
All right,
from a positive to a...
I got you, Joey. You here?
Yeah, I'm here. I heard you talking smack, so I have to jump on.
All right, hold on.
negative or vice versa, that will be support. Does everybody see it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I didn't look at any levels. I didn't go back any previous time. I don't even have the L2 up for SPY. I saw it simply from that mark. Now look at this, everybody. Look at the 182 right here. You see in this palm?
Yes.
Same drill. So now we're back to this 182 to VWAP. Exact same drill here. And here we go again. The channel is small. Scalpers though, right? This is a call here with a stop here. And if it breaks, it's a put here and a stop here, right? And when in doubt, it's a straddle right here, which is a call and a put right on VWAP. Once it breaks one or the other, cancel the other. Let it ride.
Oh, wow, yes. I see
But
that.
the actual true channel of this is 182 and 180. That's your safer channel. Everybody see this thing? So this is what we're watching for. This right here. If this breaks out of here, you're going to get a disgusting drop down to the 200. Here it comes. Watch the overall trend of the market, though. If you see SPY start to climb, watch also for coin, because typically that'll also mean that Bitcoin's going to follow, right? So keep an eye on SPY right alongside a coin. Tesla, it's getting tighter and tighter here. You guys seeing this? So if we break this down, you guys already see the bull flag we drew. Then you see where it keeps stopping. Let me draw that. That's right here. Then it keeps finding support, which is right here. Oh, it just broke that bull flag. You see this?
Yep. Now the next thing is that's the lower channel.
Yeah, which is this 180, 36-ish. So So I said I try not to trade off of VWAP, but this is going to show me this. If this breaks and holds below VWAP, I'd hammer these
I
puts,
still
right?
don't see the flag. Like,
But
what
you can
the
see
hell?
Right
you
there,
can see
Don.
right
Pause
here
it
though.
right
This
there.
is 180.36. See it?
Yeah, it's still holding.
Yep. So it has to come down.
Do you
See
see
where
his
through the
trend
book?
line? You see his trend line? That's the bottom of the flag. And the price level on the top is the top of the flag.
It's going to be hard to see, Don. It's a real fine line. It's going to be real hard to see. You see how it's channeling right there all the way across?
It just looks like it's squiggly all the way across. I don't really see.
Looks like Coach drew a line, a vertical
right
line.
here.
Up. Yeah, yep.
So where's the flag?
Okay,
like right here.
His trend line is the bottom of the flag, and that price line at 181. What is that? 181.95.
Right
That's
up here.
That's the top of the flag.
Oh, okay.
Like a triangle with a flat top.
Is that what that looks like? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Don, you remember back in the day when the little flags they would give us for our bicycles, those kind of weird shaped little orange flags?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It's
That's
more like
exactly
a
the shape.
pennant flag. Yeah, it's more like a pennant flag.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You're thinking a flag like a flag on a flagpole. This is actually a wedge flag.
Like a triangle.
Okay, I gotcha.
Like a kind of poorly
I'm
cut
like,
pie.
damn, how did he pull that out of there though?
Because he's a genius.
That's crazy. Like, how did he see that? Yeah, coaches. That's screen time for you right there.
Right.
Maybe
Come
because
down
it was
here and
channeling
break
for so
this.
long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Spot. Even though it broke here, it has to break this spot. And you can tell though that this will be lights out. See it? Love this though. We were running out of space here. This is all we had left. This is why I said, well, yeah, that's why I said we'll know in the next 5 or 6 minutes, because if you look at these are each 1 minute, right? It's going to start to clog this lane up. Nowhere to go. Look at your EWO on the 1 minute. See it fading? Here it comes, getting lower. There it goes. There it is. Nice job. But do you guys see how this broke our flag here, right?
Yeah.
Then it broke the VWAP.
He's in the matrix.
Then it broke our level of support here at 180.36, and now it should just be gone, right? Now listen, while we are doing this and having fun, you guys know what to trade. Let me tell you what to watch for while I'm doing this. Tesla, you're going to watch for a bounce on the 200. So if it does come back down this low, this would be support, moving, of course, back up to VWAP. You will be watching that. On SPY, you're going to watch for a pull down here below this 527.35. If that's the case, lights out. Coin, we already discussed it. If it stays below the 200 MA, you're going to be looking at lights out. We've already marked it, 228.73, 226.50. All right, so those are at least a couple things that all of you can take a look at.
I love it when he does that.
I do too, man. I mean, that's teaching.
Yeah,
He's in the matrix.
Don, I've gotten so reluctant or so dependent upon his voice in the morning because I'm always in a hurry to get going.
Yeah.
And when he calls it the second time, I don't even hesitate. I just pour into it.
No shit.
And 99%, well, 90% of the time, he nails it every time.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach is the only call outs I follow anymore. If he calls something out a couple times, I'm on it. You know what I mean? I don't just jump into it, but I definitely stop whatever it is I'm doing. And I go, unless I'm already heavily into a trade, I will stop and just go look at it. Whatever I'm looking at, I will stop, go look at what he's talking about, because he doesn't lead us down, a bad path. So
right. No, he's already evaluated it and considered what it's going to do. And I throw everything but the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah, because he'll go to something. Somebody will call something out. He'll go right to it. And if it's not good, that's trash. As soon as he sees it.
I'm calling out 2 stocks. I'm calling out 2 stocks. These are the stocks I'm calling out. Why are you paying attention to other people?
Right.
Yeah, I like that when he does that. Yep.
Yeah.
I had.
And then unfortunately,
burned.
somebody else is in like a different stock, and we're like, shit, we can't get into the other stock because we're in this stock right now.
Right.
I got burned by those a couple times.
I like when he says,
One time, Coach
When he says what?
like when he goes, like when he knows nobody's listening, he goes, "Oh, I'm just over here playing with Tupperware, and I didn't see your call out. I didn't see your call out."
Doop-de-doo. He does the doop-de-doo voice.
But what really cracks me up is when he calls something out and it's like crickets. You don't hear nothing. He's like, "Oh, okay. I guess nobody wants to make money."
Now he's like,
or the
okay,
silence.
good. Okay, good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hey, Don.
You remember when Apple had that? What was it? The class action lawsuit or something?
Yeah, and it was dropping.
That was
And
the
it
first
plummeted.
time I really did a call out, but it was like he's screaming into the microphone, going, "The entire history of Apple. This is the worst possible thing that could ever happen."
Apple history.
I thought you didn't get into that. Didn't you come on the show that night and say you never got into that?
When he was doing that, I go,
I heard that too.
Buy a couple of puts.
I heard that too, Don. I always listen to the show, so I heard him say that too.
I could have sworn you said no. I didn't get into it.
No, I did. No, that was the day I did get in. When that's the day I did.
Hey, real quick, I don't want to interrupt anybody, but we got a comment down here from Go.
Okay.
Never seen this name. Go or Azora says.
Okay.
He's correcting he said that, or she, or he or she is saying that is a rising wedge, not a bull flag. So I would like him to come up, or her to come up and share with us what they're talking about in that comment. You guys see it down there?
Sounds
Am I
good.
reading that right, guys?
They were on the panel last night because I remember putting their name on the wheel. They're not a member, so yeah, come on up here and talk to us.
He says that's not a bull flag. He said that's a wedge, a rising wedge.
Always better.
Come up and defend yourself, like I just did right now, like I'm doing right now. Like,
And I mean, we mean it in the most welcoming way. It's not to beat you up. It's to just find out, what your opinion is, and come talk to us about it.
Listen, when I was talking about to Christina, I'm like, yo, can I get a loan? I was just like joking around. You guys knew that. Replay the video. I was just playing around.
About what?
We don't believe a word you say, Joey.
I don't know. He was busting my chops, though.
No, Christina's like, oh, I made like $10,000. I'm like, can I get a loan? I was just like joking around, playing around.
Oh, last night she said, I'm not the mamas and the papas. Yeah, we know you were joking, man.
Yeah,
she was,
I'm not.
Money. There it
Chris
is.
is like, I'm trying to get a loan.
I'm trying to sell one of my cars.
Yo, how do I get my cash app pop on there?
Up on where?
Up on the Zoom. Put it in the Zoom chat.
Right?
Yeah, you got to get Coach to put you in as a moderator or a host of a show like Don has.
Yeah.
And then you get your cash app.
Hey Don, you got what I sent you, right?
No.
Well, they took it away from me. It was J&J video.
Let me see.
Well, make sure she's got a new one, by the way, guys.
Well, it's J&J video, so it's sent. It went through. It was pending, and then now it went through.
It's under. You said Joe.
It's Joey Dogs.
Joey Dogs.
Oh, that's who that was that sent me that money.
I wondered what that was. I got some too, DJ.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Joe, hey man, hey Joe.
It's
under her name. It's actually.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
See if you get this, Don. Hey Don, see if you get this. Are you serious? Check that out.
Are you serious? You didn't get it?
I'm looking.
No, if you send it to that one, it's not her. It's not her.
It was J&J. It was. I sent you. I sent you a long time ago before, and then I sent it to you today.
Don, did you get that?
It went through. I'm about to request that back then.
Yes, I did. 5.
Okay, Joey, it's not Dawn.
It's 10.
Yeah, it's her name. It's actually her name. If she wants to say her name on here, but it's not a J&J video anymore. It's that what I just sent it to. If you want to say it, Don, go ahead.
No, but it was J&J. Because I sent her money before a long time ago.
Well, that was her old one a while back. Because I've been sending her money since day one.
Yeah, it's host tip jar now. It used to be J&J video.
Yeah,
but now it's not.
That's the one that I sent it to.
That's why I didn't get it.
She won't get it.
I'm about to request that right now.
Yeah, send it to her Cash App.
Yeah, the Cash App is host tip jar.
Or Dawn.
It
her last
Did
name, don't say
you
it on it.
change your Cash App, Dawn, or do you still have both of them?
No, I don't still have both. I just have the one because the other one I had to close it down because it was compromised. So, yeah.
Can I say the name, Dawn?
So JoJo, you just sent that money to Saudi Prince.
Saudi Prince.
Hey, Dawn,
Well, it's
Nigerian anymore.
Hey, Dawn, is it okay to say the name or you prefer it? He has her last name, guys.
Yeah, no, I don't really want to say it.
Yeah, don't. If you guys go in the Discord and look, Coach posted it in the Discord.
Yeah, but I sent it to J&J, like from the last time I sent you before. I didn't know you changed it, so I figured.
Yeah, if you don't see, hey, Joey, yo, brother, if you do not see her last name, which I won't mention her last, we all know it already. But if you don't see that, it is not her Cash App.
What? So
well, I mean the Cash App link is actually down there in the chat. The correct one.
Yeah, I know, but I sent it to you before, a long time ago.
It's not that before those.
Well, she's changed her name a couple times on here over the last year or so.
Maybe Dawn, you might want to
just once.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah, just once. Yeah.
You might want to clear that up because people might be sending it to that old Cash App back in the day.
Because that's what I did. I sent to you last time.
Yeah, but that's not posted anywhere.
Well,
no, it's not.
Yeah, but people have it. I still have it in
It
mind.
used to be your name when it was your show, right? And then you changed it to Coach's show, and it changed again, and then you changed it to Host Tip Jar to make it really easy for everyone to find.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
Dawn, I'll send you a screenshot because it shows J&J video on my Cash App.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot. I don't know how.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Joey, if you have the wrong one. Yeah, the correct one. And here's the thing: the correct one is always posted on here, and the links in the live chat every day too. So
Right,
I think you might have the old one, honey.
Yeah.
Most likely they're not. Yeah, most likely they may not give that back to you. I don't know, because that's in an account that's tied up in some bullshit, and anything that goes to that is in an abyss.
Where's it?
No, they're doing something new now that if it's not accepted after so many days, it goes back.
No.
Good.
It was
good. See, Joey, you'll get it back.
No,
where's the link in the chat for the Cash App?
It was pending for maybe a half hour or something like that, and then it went through and they took it out.
Oh, I bet they did. It went to an old.
Well, yeah, it'll go through and it'll come out of your account, but in like 7 or 10 days, if whoever's on that other end that you sent it to doesn't go in and accept it, it gets rejected and sent right back to you.
Right.
After you
And
forgot.
Miranda, if you're listening, can you post the new Cash App?
It had like your poster page, the J&J. It had the poster page. So.
Yeah, Don, I hate to think of sending money to that Cash App.
No bueno.
All right, well, Don, go after them because I ain't.
All right,
I mean,
let's get in here.
Don't worry about it. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, because I'm not going to get that money. That money, a creditor has taken over. Let's just put it out there. A creditor has taken over that account, and I can't get to it. I can't get to any funds in it. So they shut.
Don, you ain't got to air your business. Joey, that old app is no longer her app. Do not use it anymore.
As of today, I know.
Do not use it. Anybody listening to this show, do not use J&J Video as her Cash App.
Correct.
Anymore. She ain't got to put her business out there. There's a Cash App in the Discord, dude.
But that's why I said it.
Yeah, but I appreciate you trying.
Vegan always get up here. She running around in the chat, Dawn. Get her. Get her. She's running around in the chat. Vegan knowledge. Get up here on the panel.
Yeah, come on up here, Vegan. We know you're awesome. We watch your videos.
She's running around the chat.
Come on up here, honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We appreciate you giving us Dawn every day to sit on the show and just learn so much about trading.
Yes.
Don, you ain't hitting the beach today, right?
Huh?
You ain't hitting the beach today.
Not in the beach.
No.
No, not tonight.
No, it's kind of late.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Tomorrow.
But that's okay because it's kind of chilly out here, actually.
What?
So yeah, Yeah, it's a little on the chilly side. If we went down by the water, we'd be freezing down there.
Yeah, I'm not far from you. And it's like 81 degrees, 83 degrees.
Where are you?
Connecticut.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that is kind of far from me though.
Yeah, it's kind of up the coastline.
5 hours.
Yeah.
I did notice F2 sitting here awful quiet with a hoodie on. Looks like he's dressed.
F2, what's going on, brother?
Oh, not much. It's a little bit chillier here. It's about 80 in the house. They keep the house so cold that I just, instead of fighting with them, I just layer up. So
F2 sits in the cut, man. I'm telling you, he's like a stealth,
Yeah.
just kind of peering.
I got to do the same thing. I got to do the same thing. F2. The wife keeps it at 60 degrees in here, and it's 115 outside. And she's like, "What's the problem?" And I'm wearing a snowmobile suit.
Jen's sister. Oh my God, she keeps it like literally like an ice box. She stayed with us one time, and I literally had to put a coat on before I went in the guest room because, I mean, she wants it that cold.
Wait, she stayed with you?
I'm like, you got icicles on your eyebrows. What are you doing?
You're Gen X. Don't touch my thermostat.
Right? No, actually, Gen X is okay. Whatever, we go along with whatever they tell us.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
These are to hand meat, right?
That's the boomers. They say get off my lawn. The Gen X says okay, whatever you guys say.
I'm the get off my lawn guy, and the don't touch my thermostat guy.
Yeah. It's weird.
That's before that.
I'm just south of Dallas, and it's actually cooled off out here. It's like 94.
Is that a dry heat?
It's so weird hearing somebody call 94 cool.
I know. Well, to them it is. You know, they're used to stuff over 100.
Well, where I'm at, it swings so much you never get used to it. So it'll be 100 to 110 in the summer, and then minus 30 to minus 50 in the winter.
Where are you at, Chris? What part of Michigan?
Southern tip of Lake Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get some crazy weather. Yeah, it's crazy down there.
Yeah, and we get that cool lake effect too.
Yeah, you get your lake effect. 15 feet of snow in 1 hour.
Yeah, when Chicago gets 6 inches, we get 1.5 feet.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Bakersfield, and it's 103 and 3% humidity.
Oh, how thick is the smog?
California.
Yep, Bakersfield. Yeah, it's right in the middle of the state.
I got a friend out in Bakersfield.
Yep, that's where I'm at, man. You do.
He talks about how you can literally see the smog, like it's like the morning mist, the fog in the air. It's from pollution. I guess it's like a low sitting area.
Here it's the Tulare fog. It's a fog that lifts. Yeah, it's not really smog like down in LA or up in San Francisco where Ted's at. So we don't get that. It's more agricultural. They get to plowing the fields here and turning them. So we get we get the dust, the particles, really bad.
So Diesel Ben, you're in California?
Yeah, yep. Bakersfield, California. Yeah.
Oh, that's California. Okay.
Diesel, have you ever heard of the movie The Main Event with Ryan O'Neal and Barbara Streisand?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Yes. Yep.
Have you ever seen it?
I have not, but I know what you're talking about. Should I watch it?
Yeah. Well, no. It's anytime I hear Bakersfield, California, that's why I asked you. I'm like, did you say Bakersfield? I think about that because it's the only time I've ever heard it. Was he was supposed to fight somebody from Bakersfield? She's like, Mr. Matheson from Bakersfield. And so anytime I hear that, I think about Mr. Matheson from Bakersfield. Just something stupid.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the movie with the Rock where he's flying? He flies over Bakersfield in a helicopter with his wife, and they're saving their daughter. What's the movie?
With the Rock?
Pay It Forward?
No, it's about the earthquake.
Yeah,
Armageddon?
Rock? That one?
Armageddon?
The one with the Rock in it. When they were flying. The helicopter, is that the one?
Yeah.
And the Rock played the fire rescue guy.
Kind of forgettable. Fun, but forgettable.
Yeah, fun, but forgettable. He was
there
for
you go.
6 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, see, when I hear Bakersfield, I always think of Buck Owens.
Dwight Yoakam, Buck Owens, Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Dwight Yoakam. I love Dwight Yoakam.
I do
Guitars
too. Yeah, he's here.
and Cadillacs.
Yeah, he lives up in the Northwest, up here by us. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, what time is it?
What's that?
What time is it?
Right now it's 3:37.
Wow.
We're 3 hours difference from Dawn.
3 hours.
Yeah, that's why it's so tough to get in the pre-market because her 4 a.m. is my 1 a.m.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough for you Californians. Ted will make it every once in a while, but not that often because that's 1 o'clock for you guys. Christine, I'm surprised she's in there, but she's team no sleep. But it's 2 o'clock where she's at, and her ass is like boom. But yeah,
Christine? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Don. What was you gonna say? Sorry about that.
Yeah, but 1 o'clock, that's a bit much. I mean, you literally have to rearrange your life to.
You're still on previous night at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get up, hit the 4 a.m. bump.
Leading into the whole next day. Yeah.
Well, you get the 4 a.m. bump, he can go back to sleep for a couple hours and then hit the 7 a.m. bump.
It's hard, because you get that little 3 hour sleep in there. Like what Christine say, she fell asleep in the garage floor.
Yeah.
Well, if you make it $10,000 a day,
good though.
I think it's worth it.
That girl falls asleep at a given point in
If
time.
you're making like $10,000 a day, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I look forward. Yeah, I agree. I look forward to retiring. The wife said if you're going to retire, you have to do a one-on-one with a coach, and you have to master the one-on-one with a coach, and then you can retire. So I'm right there. I'm at that point. I'm 58, and I'm still making good money doing what I'm doing in the family business. And they would like to put me out to pasture, but I'm not ready to call it quits. So, but I'm right there. I'm at that age where I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm still pretty damn good.
Right.
Yeah.
Love that song.
Old hard.
I screwed up today though.
How'd you
What'd you
screw up?
Man, it's like maybe $800.
Oh, tell us about it.
Yeah, not good. I was on AMD and I was like, it was like going up and down. It was like channeling up and down and stuff like that. So I like averaged in. When it went down, I averaged in because I thought it was gonna go up, and then it got worse, and then I had to cut it.
Joey Joe.
Did you do Sheriff?
He dipped out.
Don's going to get you on this one, and so is Chris. And so is DJ.
I've done it.
So you
I've done it.
averaged in on a losing trade.
I've started to see the pattern in that. When it starts pulling down and it hits support, you'll get a little bounce, maybe 1, 2, 3 short candles, and then it will pull down and try to hit support again. And that is the point where it decides whether it wants to bounce back up on that double bounce on support, or if it doesn't care and it's just going to keep going down. So if you're averaging down, dollar cost averaging, thinking it's going to bounce, you're more than likely going to lose twice as big. So, which I think is why Coach stresses the importance of the color flip when it goes from green to red, because maybe you'll only get a little bit, but you'll get something. If you're buying on the backside of the trade, you're in an extremely dangerous spot where it could go against you really fast as you're adding in.
Yeah, you're buying into a losing trade.
Yeah, you're adding to a losing position, making you lose more faster. So, I've barely squeaked out of that a couple times, and I won't do that anymore.
I always lose on a
risky.
If I add on a losing trade, I always end up losing, no matter what. I never break even.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm just sitting here watching more, I'm starting to understand the EWO more and more, and the strength of the trade, and the breathing up and down that it does, and I've readjusted my charts again to get rid of most of the stuff so that I can see it better. And
screen time, Chris, that's what was missing. More and more screen time.
Well, I've had probably as much or more screen time than anybody in the room, but it wasn't clicking because I was so much in the scalp mindset that I was trading during the day the way we trade in the pre-market.
Yeah.
Once it's running, scalp in that trend. But you run out of buying power fast when you got,
Hey, that's a question, Chris, Don, James, F2, DJ Vinny. Do you guys think that the pre-market is better than the market? Is there more opportunity in the pre-market or the regular market?
It has been. But here lately, it's hit or miss.
Not so much. Not so much. It's been very low volume in the pre-market lately.
When
it's good though, it's good.
we've talked about it before when the regular market is
so kind of when it rains it pours.
Yeah, when the regular market is kind of stale, it picks up in the pre-market because everybody goes into the penny stocks. And then once the market is really running, the penny stocks kind of die off because everybody's concentrating on the big ones.
Oh, okay.
I've actually noticed more of a pop in the aftermarket.
Yeah.
I mean, the kind of runs we used to get in the pre-market are now in the aftermarket.
Is that right?
Yep.
What do you say?
Joey Joe, did you catch any of that stuff I said about what you did?
No, I didn't because my phone was like overheating. And I got an ice pack. I got an ice pack.
Okay.
Here.
Well, make sure the shade is on your phone so it doesn't do that.
Yeah. It like stopped everything.
Yeah, but Restream makes your phone battery heat up a lot.
Diesel Dan mentioned it too. When
you got to blow on it.
The back side of a trade, like it's already been running for a while and the EWO is starting to fade, it's a lot easier to get it wrong. And dollar cost averaging basically means you just lose more faster, which is why Coach pushes the color flip.
Just giving the market more money.
Beginning of the trade, when there's more of a likelihood of a good movement in your direction.
Yeah, I know.
Well, once it's kind of crested, the EWO and the EMAs, and it's sitting on top of them instead of next to them, that's where it starts to get dangerous. I've made that mistake, and lots of people have. So the beginning of the trade is where it's good to get in. And I actually found another indicator to help me.
Yeah, brother, I was early into the trade. I was early into the trade because I woke up at like around 5:30, and I got in. I'm like, oh man, I want to jump on the gun. So, I think that's my excuse. But the thing is,
being early means being wrong a lot. I figured that one.
Jumping into something you're not confident in.
Well, because you think it's going to run, and then you get one candle out of it, and you haven't even moved your stop up yet, and then it goes the other way.
Yeah.
But it's about where you get in, not just, getting in. Says.
All you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, and I think we're close enough, Joey. I can tell you this: if we try and cost average into a bad trade, it takes so much more to cost average in to make that even viable. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I'm in two.
Yes,
when it's going against me, I got to buy 6 at the bottom to break even.
Yeah, you're literally just throwing money away.
Yeah, that's not worth the risk. Now you're in a downward trend that you're hoping will bounce, but now you're 8 contracts into it when you originally only wanted to buy 2. And
right, you got more buying power used up.
Fear because you want to spend another $1,000 hoping you won't lose 20, and it's like not worth it.
That alone, if you just broke down what Chris said,
and then God forbid if it goes even lower.
Yeah,
1,000 to save 20 is a bad
ridiculous. It seems like a good idea at the time. Yeah. But we're also confidently wrong so much of the time.
Yeah, we have to jump on the ones that are moving.
Yeah,
Joe, you sound like me, man. I had a lot of bad habits. I burned up about $7,000 in the first, 3 months.
Shit.
And I was like, damn, what am I doing wrong? And I was doing a lot of cost averaging, jumping into trades, listening to call outs, and I did click one day, and the only voice I listened to was coaches, and I never chased call outs, and I never cost averaged.
Yeah, Coach was there today.
All right. I got to head out. There's some people that just pulled up to buy one of my cars. So I got to go.
All right. Sell a car, man. Sell a car.
I might sell another one too. And then I'll just be Chris instead of Mustang Chris.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you just want to give it away.
I mean, hey, if things start going right, I could be Porsche Chris.
Hey, there you go. What kind of Stang is it? Like what year?
I got a SN95, the one right after the Fox body. So it still had the pushrod V8, but it had a better frame, better chassis, bigger wheel well, so you could leave fat tires in it, and no rattle.
I'm a Ford guy myself, man.
The rattle on bumps.
I'm a Ford guy myself, dude.
I had a 5.0 back in the day.
This is my.
I can see that rolling in a rack top.
I actually, at one point, I was an engine builder because I was so good at doing that stuff. that I had my own shop with like 15,000 square feet, and I was porting cylinder heads for guys on TV. And then everybody started going to CNC machined heads, and I was like, I got to work like 2 days for $600. They're just going to buy some stuff off the shelf and say it's better than mine.
Now you work 15 minutes for $600.
Yeah,
I like
well,
Ford. I like
hopefully.
Ford. I like Ford.
But yeah, all the mid-level guys is what I did. That and a lot of boats because I was near the marina too. But I'm going to head out. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right, brother.
All right.
Night, Chris.
Night, Chris.
James, Joey, DJ Vinny, Diesel Dan, F2, and Dawn, happy birthday.
Thank you, Chris. Have a good rest of your weekend, brother. Actually,
Thank
I'm
you.
probably going to go ahead and shut down, guys, if you're cool.
It's your birthday.
Hey, I appreciate everybody celebrate my birthday with me. I love you guys so much. You have no idea.
I love you. It's your birthday. You do it however you want to do it, Don. You want to cut it? We'll cut it.
All right.
Yep.
I sure will.
Enjoy your
Thank
day,
you,
Dawn.
guys. I will. Thank you guys for everything. And I'm going to go ahead and end with Coach's rules as I normally do. And yeah, everybody have a fantastic weekend and peace and blessings.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for everything.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while you get the home runs, but that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.